Hello and welcome to our channel, where we share amazing stories about the people who shaped the world of business and technology. Today, we are going to talk about one of Japan's most influential entrepreneurs, Yoshisuke Aikawa. He was the founder of Nissan, one of the world's largest car manufacturers, but he was also much more than that. He was a visionary leader who transformed Japan's industrial landscape and influenced its history. But before we dive into his story, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thank you for your support. Now, let's get started with our story. Who was Yoshisuke Aikawa? How did he become the founder of Nissan? And what were his achievements and challenges? Let's find out. Yoshisuke Aikawa was born on November 6, 1880, in Yamaguchi Prefecture, Japan. He came from a wealthy family of landowners and politicians. His grandfather was a samurai who fought in the Meiji Restoration, and his father was a member of the House of Peers, the upper house of the imperial diet. Aikawa was expected to follow in their footsteps, but he had other plans. He was fascinated by science and technology, and he wanted to pursue a career in engineering. He studied at Tokyo Imperial University, where he majored in mechanical engineering. He graduated in 1903 and joined the Ministry of Agriculture and Commerce as an engineer. He worked on various projects related to irrigation, railways, and mining. He also traveled abroad to learn from foreign experts and technologies. He visited the United States, Europe, and China, where he observed and studied their industrial development. In 1908, he quit his government job and joined Tabata Casting, a metal casting company founded by his brother-in-law. He became the president of the company in 1911, started to expand its business into other fields, such as steel, machinery, chemicals, and electricity. He also invested in research and development, and introduced new products and processes. He was especially interested in automobiles, which he saw as the future of transportation. In 1928, he founded Nissan as a holding company for his various industrial enterprises. The name Nissan was derived from Nippon Sanjo, which means Japan Industries. Aikawa's goal was to create a comprehensive conglomerate that could compete with the Western powers in technology and innovation. He used his political connections and financial acumen to acquire or merge with other companies, such as DAT Motorcar Company, Jitsuyo Jidosha Company, Hitachi, Kohara Mining Company, Nihon Kogyo Bank, and many others. By 1937, Nissan had become one of Japan's largest zaibatsu, or business groups. But Aikawa's ambition did not stop there. He had a grand vision of creating a new industrial civilization in Manchuria. Aikawa wanted to make Nissan a conglomerate that could compete with the West in technology and innovation. He integrated different industries, such as metals, cars, chemicals, and electricity, under one group. He used his political and financial connections to buy or merge with other companies that had growth potential, but needed help. He improved their efficiency and integrated them into his group. Some of the companies he acquired or merged with were Datsun, Hitachi, and Nippon Mining Company. By 1937, Nissan had become one of Japan's largest business groups, with over 70 subsidiaries and affiliates. It had over 150,000 workers and assets worth over 400 million yen. It was also one of the leading producers of automobiles, steel, machinery, chemicals, and electricity in Japan. Yoshisuke Aikawa, the founder of Nissan, had a vision to create a new industrial civilization in Manchuria. He moved to Manchuria in 1934 and became the head of the Manchurian Industrial Development Company. He devised 2 5-year plans to achieve his goals, focusing on building the basic foundations of Manchuria's industry and expanding and diversifying its industry. However, Aikawa's involvement in Japan's war effort also brought him difficulties and controversies. He faced resistance and hostility from some of the local Chinese and Korean populations, who resented Japan's occupation and exploitation of their land. He also faced competition and conflict from some of the other Japanese Zaibatsu, who wanted to gain more control and influence in Manchuria. One of the most controversial issues that Aikawa faced during World War II was his connection with Unit 731, a secret biological and chemical warfare research unit that conducted horrific experiments on human subjects in Manchuria. Aikawa was accused of providing funds, facilities, and personnel for Unit 731, and of using its results for his own benefit. Aikawa denied any direct involvement or knowledge of Unit 731, but he admitted that some of his subordinates may have cooperated with it. Another controversial issue that Aikawa faced during World War II was his role in the atomic bomb project. Aikawa was one of the few Japanese who knew about the existence and potential of nuclear weapons, and he tried to develop them for Japan. He used his resources and contacts to acquire uranium ore from Manchuria and other places, and to conduct experiments on nuclear fission. He also tried to persuade the Japanese government and military to support his project, but he faced opposition and indifference from them. Aikawa was imprisoned for war crimes after World War II, but he used his time in prison to study and reflect on various topics. When he was released in 1954, he faced a new and changed Japan. The country was recovering from the devastation of the war, and undergoing a rapid economic and social transformation. Aikawa adapted to the new situation and resumed his business activities. He reorganized his remaining assets and businesses into a new group, called Nippon Sanjo Group, or Nissan Group. He also established a new holding company, called Nippon Sanjo Company, or Nissan Company, which became the parent company of the group. He also restructured his former companies, such as Nissan Motor Company, Nippon Mining Company, Hitachi Limited, and others, to make them more independent and efficient. Aikawa also launched new ventures and initiatives to contribute to Japan's post-war reconstruction and development. He invested in new fields and industries, such as aerospace, nuclear energy, biotechnology, and environmental protection. He also supported various social and cultural activities, such as education, art, sports, and philanthropy. He also promoted international trade and cooperation, especially with China, which he regarded as a vital partner for Japan's prosperity and security. Aikawa's efforts paid off, as his group became one of Japan's leading business groups in the post-war era. It also played a significant role in Japan's economic miracle, which saw the country achieve remarkable growth and development in the 1950s and 1960s. Aikawa's group also became a global player, expanding its operations and markets to various regions and countries around the world. Aikawa died on February 17, 1967, at the age of 86. He left behind a legacy of vision and innovation that shaped the history of Japan and the world. He was widely recognized and respected as one of Japan's most influential entrepreneurs, who built Nissan into a global automotive giant. He was also remembered as a visionary leader who created a new industrial civilization in Manchuria. And he was also honored as a pacifist and a humanitarian who contributed to Japan's post-war reconstruction and development. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about Yoshisuke Aikawa and his amazing story. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories. And let us know in the comments, what do you think of Yoshisuke Aikawa's legacy? Do you admire his achievements or criticize his actions? How do you think his story relates to the present and the future of Japan and the world? We would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.